more time. Happy and you love it, say rewind. Happy operator, jack it one more time, say rewind. Jack it one more time, say rewind. Jack it over one more time. Hear me now, say rewind. Jack it over one more time. This a one and nice and I came in for rap. Lick up this a wood and I can lean it up back. If you a piece of shit and then you got it on the back. You show say this a one and every beat of value tap. Rewind. Jack it over one more time. Oh, oh, oh. Rewind. Jack it over one more time. Oh, rewind. Jack it over one more time. Happy and you look everyone. Happy operator, jack it one more time, it's everyone. Jack it over one more time. You're happy and you love it, everyone. Happy operator, jack it one more time. Yo, I want to know. Right now, this one for cleaning, man. I want this for. Full time the violence to cease. In order to get some on your bed, some peace. Include yourself, Mr. Big Time Police. And those things that go on well under the streets. I'm a silent. Full time the violence to cease. In order to get some on your bed, some peace. Include yourself, Mr. Big Time Police. And those things that go on well under the streets. Mothers are born, fathers are weak. But since them one so bad, the lion in the street. Next thing them you want boy, you put deep cause they never did a listen when the empress are free. Say him and the queen, big man on the street, him a loot and him a toot and everybody can see. No him drop out, them can't buy a ring. Alright then, full time the violence to cease. In a the ghetto and you make some peace. Include yourself, Mr. Big Time Police. Cause those things are one well under the screen. And then I wonder what is going on today. In this world, everybody needs to start to pray. Because it's getting very obvious we need a change. Rearrange, people play. Put on the violence to cease. In a the ghetto and you make some peace.
Tell me if people want to the missing back steady. Why are you? Sit a long time me and the people shouting the people back steady. Why are you? When we come about the club and come to sing off. When we start sing, people want to keep on. The way they dance sweet, only strong like the tough. I saw me move from corner to corner to cock. Lord, sit a long time me and people want to the missing back steady. Why are you? Sit a long time, me and the people shouting, the people are steady. Me on. Y'all them just so come on in that pretty. Me and all that steady wine back a 650. Money done enough already, everybody happy. Who I drink champagne, who I drink any. Money can't done even when ready. That's how one of it become and us into the party. See a long time, me and people going to the missing backstage.
Under the pressures of your life and it tough. No stay down, mama time to get up. No matter with the down, full style, pretty up, full vibe. I pick it up, and the views them, the mint and the mountains, yeah. When me chalice, when your best friends are gone and it's only you. Yeah, like a fast split on the music. Everybody wanna feel like free. Forget the troubles and the rap with me. You can feel the reggae music sweet, yeah. It's coming sweet. Everybody wanna feel like free. Forget the troubles and the rap with me. You can feel the reggae music sweet.
as Minnie Pearl would say, howdy from Minden, Nevada, the Carson Valley Inn, and specifically TJ's Corral. What a vibe. It's time once again for the back page, the living remnant of the rush hour, ESPN 103.9 FM in Palm Springs, California. I'm your host, Good Ol Matty. It's great to be back on the road. And if we're back on the road, surely it won't be too much longer before we're back in the studio. Real quick, Euro 2020 started today. Those of you that love soccer probably already know that. Those that only watch soccer during massive international competitions, heads up. This is a good one, second only behind the World Cup in prestige and historical value. Plenty of talent on display. There will undoubtedly be a player who will emerge from the shadows and become a hot property for the top teams on the continent by turning in an eyebrow-raising performance through the course of the tournament. Of course, the real intrigue here is the fact that we have an international competition. Not only that, we have an international competition where everyone is playing the same sport and everyone around the world plays that sport. And for me, a huge part of the attraction isn't necessarily proxy war games like what Argentina and Brazil had back in the 70s and 80s, but more the fact that every country has its sample of athletes on display. And more often than not, they manage to be almost stereotypical in the representation of their country. Those of you that listened back when we were allowed in the studio know how I feel about this. For me, the fact that the Italians have Roman noses and the Japanese bow after every one of their matches aren't stereotypes to be mocked. It's who they are. It's what makes us different, which for me in turn makes the Euros and the World Cup a chance to celebrate our differences. So when you watch the Euros, which you definitely should, be sure to tune in at least 15 minutes ahead of the start because, one, the match is only 90 minutes long. Two, you want to be sure to see the teams in the tunnel where you feel the tension, and if there is any, animosity. And three, catch the teams singing their national anthems. While the camera pans across the line of starters for their respective countries, the singing of the national anthem has become almost a competition within a competition. And while the players sing, the camera treats you to a close-up look at a sample of each country's best young athletes. One would think and hope an example of what a particular country's young men look like at their best. It's the best chance to see prime examples of the sons of Belgium or England or Scotland or France or Italy or any of the other qualifiers. So enjoy it, America. Enjoy it, world. Celebrate football and vive la différence. All right. Since being fully vaccinated in late March, you like that? That's pretty high tech. I've now been in 7 hotel rooms, 6 golf courses, 5 restaurants, 4 planes, 3 states, and 2 countries. Seems like we're as close to having an all clear as we may get. However, just because we have the all clear doesn't mean every vacation destination has the all clear. In fact, in some places, say like the Lake Tahoe area where I am right now, the all clear means for sure that it won't be all clear for those that have the all clear. Let me explain. When I first came to this area almost 25 years ago, I was invited here for the same reason I am now. As a member of the media, I have a voice and a channel with which to disseminate information, and destinations that want people to know about their product will invite media to sample what's on offer. The thought being, if more people know what we have here, a lot more people will come. And in the Tahoe Basin, things aren't designed for an overwhelming swarm of tourists. Sure, it's always had its campers, skiers, gamblers, and outdoor lovers seeking out its wonders. But with a pent-up demand for travel and its proximity to several major population centers, it has the potential to literally be overwhelmed. No room at the inn and no room to drive on the 28th. It's a beatdown for the land and not much fun for the tourists or the residents either. It's time to travel. It's okay to travel, but travel smart. Don't visit Tahoe on July 4th. Come June 19th, August 4th, or some other random day on the calendar where you might experience a little of the nature-driven, peaceful relaxation folks are looking for when they come to Tahoe. This is a message the visitors bureaus actually want to get out, and it's why I'm here, to get their word out. I use Lake Tahoe as an example here, but you and I both know of 100 other similar areas in the country that miss you, that want you to visit, but they don't want all of us there at once. So enjoy the summer, enjoy your vacation, enjoy getting out and getting going again. Enjoy it more by using good timing. As they say. Okay, that's it for this week. From the sensational Carson Valley Inn in scenic Minden, Nevada, it's the end, sadly, of the Tahoe Reno. We're going to put Tahoe in front. Golf media tour for 2021. I missed it so much in 2020. So great to be back this year. I want to thank and recommend Red Hawk Golf in Sparks, Nevada, the Silver Legacy in downtown Reno, Coyote Moon and Tahoe Donner Golf in Truckee, the River Ranch Lodge and Old Rockaway Golf Course in Tahoe City, the Incline Village Championship Course, Fireside Pizza Olympic Village Squaw Valley, Charles Barkley for giving us some really great stuff during Wednesday's American Century Championship press conference, Edgewood Tahoe, the Tahoe Tavern, Bentley Heritage Estate Distillery, and last but in no way least, the Carson Valley Inn. I'm Ol Matty, and this has been the Back Page live from the Carson Valley Inn. It's the snow cap on top of the mountain that is the Rush Hour, ESPN 103.9 FM in Palm Springs, which got represented this week. Can't thank you enough for checking in, and check out all of those recommended Reno Tahoe locations I turned you on to, but do it at the right time. Enjoy the Euros, and I'll see you next Friday from the Basement Bar back home in Idlewild, California.
Spanish don't groovy, everybody nice. They wanna let all your ears down, Spanish don't me want that I wanna come from.